Hey VA Nation, Jeff Newton here with National VA Loans, powered by Stride Bank. And as always, I'm with my partner, Navy veteran Josh Buffum. Josh, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm freshly shaved. I'm ready to go and talk to you guys today about the VA loan process.
Well, and we didn't even plan it. I'm freshly shaved too. You
look great, Jeff.
For those bald people out there, embrace it, baby. Just embrace it.
Let it
just
go.
Take it down. Just let it go.
I had to talk Jeff into it. It was a few years. He was holding on to the
Cul-de-sac?
cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
I was like, Jeff, just let it go, man. Be free.
I let it go, and it was the most liberating thing ever, which is kind of like the VA loan process. It can be liberating once you understand it, know how to work through it.
Right. And I believe you should probably start with finding a professional, a true professional, somebody who understands the business, understands the VA loan process, and I like to think that Stride Bank is the one that can actually figure this out.
Well, it's in our name, National VA Loans, and we're powered by Stride Bank. VA Loans is what we do on a daily basis.
Right.
We work with veterans. We work with them all the time, and being able to have a professional when you're a veteran out there looking to buy a house or refinance your home, having a professional to talk to answer the questions, guide you down the path is always important. But what we wanted to do today was kind of go through that process with you so you know what to expect when you're expecting to buy a home or you're expecting to possibly refinance. But we want you to know what to expect when you're going through that process. So kind of just get us started. Where do you think if you were a veteran? I mean,
as a veteran, I've done 5 VA loans myself personally. Not to mention helping hundreds of veterans find their loans and their homes and get them down the road of home ownership. So my suggestion is we start by finding a professional. Find a professional who can guide you through the process. Once you find that professional that you're comfortable with, they're going to start off by determining your eligibility. Now, determining eligibility is simply going to the database, finding your service records, and figuring out exactly what you qualify for as far as eligibility. Once we have that, we'll order a COE, which is a certificate of eligibility. It just basically verifies what we've already discovered. Now, most 90% of veterans are going to be able to find this just through the computer database.
Yeah.
But in my case, probably because I got out of the Navy in '89, I needed a DD-214. So it's possible that you may need your separation paperwork in order to get your certificate of eligibility, but 9 times out of 10, that's not going to be the case.
Exactly. It's pretty simple for us to be able to, once we have just a little bit of pertinent information, pull up and get a COE. We kind of gloss over finding a professional because it's hard out there. In the VA market, there's a lot of different people to listen to. I mean, you go to YouTube, you guys know this, you go to YouTube and there's 4,000 different people talking about VA loans, so it's hard to figure out, well, who knows what they're talking about and who knows what they're doing. A lot of the people that talk about VA loans don't actually do VA loans. Mm-hmm. It's sadly, that's very true though. A lot of people that actually talk about VA loans on YouTube or Facebook or social media.
Yeah, there's a lot of empty marketing out there.
A lot of
dollars are spent in the marketing, arena, and sometimes it's just empty stuff. It's not true veterans working behind the scenes. It's not true experts at VA loans working behind the scenes. And you're going to find that here with us.
Exactly, and that's what you're looking for. You're not looking for the people that spent the most money to get you to click on their ad. You're looking for the people that maybe didn't spend any money, us, and put a couple of non-actors up here, but guys
and
that
make clunky videos.
Yeah, but guys that know the mortgage industry and know it inside and out and know the VA market. Within our office here at National VA Loans and Stride Bank, we have over 130 years of VA experience. Which he's old, but hell, we're all old. So we've been doing this a very long time. Again, if you want to contact us here at National VA and Stride Bank, give us a call at 855-956-4040, and we're going to go through this process. But Josh, we kind of lumped in the first 3 big steps of the process, which is finding out your eligibility, mm-hmm. getting a certificate of eligibility, which is kind of one and the same, and then, of course, finding the lender. I like how you do things because this is how I would do things. I'm going to find the lender first,
mm-hmm.
and then
find a professional.
Yeah, find a professional. And then I'm going to allow them to do the work.
Because what do we always say, Jeff? Let professional people do professional work. And I'm talking about building decks, doing plumbing, all that kind of stuff. But this is what we do
every day, all day. This is what we've done every day, all day for 20 plus years. So we know these programs inside and out. We know how to work them, and we know how to make it really, really easy on you guys. So finding the lender, of course, is always the most important part of it, in my opinion. Put that lender to work. Make them earn their paycheck. Make them go to work for you. And that's what we like to do at National VA and Stride Bank. So let's get on to the next part of it, which is the pre-approval, pre-qualification portion of it. doesn't sound any fun, does it? I mean, from the veteran side, from the customer side, that sounds like a doctor checking you out, making sure that you're okay.
And in a way, it is, Jeff.
It is.
It's a financial checkup. We're going to look into your financial history. We're going to see what your credit worthiness is, what your willingness to pay is. We're going to see what your assets are, what you have as far as, collateral. And we're going to see also, what your stability look like. Now, obviously, if you're active military, you're moving around all the time, well, that's an exception. If you're out of the military and you've shown stability at your job and stability at your living arrangements and you've always paid on time, that looks good.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that we do definitely look at is stability. Now, it's not something that's going to disqualify you in most cases, but it is something that makes it look a little bit better, especially when it goes to the evil underwriter, which our underwriters are awesome, so I shouldn't say that. But when it goes to the underwriter and they start to look through it, they're going to look at this as a whole, and it looks like a painting. So we're trying to paint a really good picture of our borrowers to the underwriter. And that job stability, being on the job for 2+ years, or having consistent work for 2 years or longer, being in the same place, in the same rental place, or the same house for a couple years.
Let's talk about real quick, Jeff. So if somebody gets out of the military and they have limited job time, they may not have 2 years on the job. What situations would they qualify? Would they still qualify?
That's a really good question. It's one we get quite a little bit. You're going to qualify right away. You come out. Let's say you did 6 years in the Air Force, right? Or like you, for instance, 4 years Navy. When you come out and you're employed, that Navy experience that you have qualifies as work, because by God, it was work. And any of our veterans out there will tell you it's work. So that does qualify you. So it allows you to get out of the military. Hopefully with a military retirement, we're doing a lot of right now. I've got a number of Air Force guys that are 20+ years that are retiring currently. We're qualifying on their future retirement income. Mm-hmm. And then if they have job letters, like a new hire letter, then we can qualify using that new hire job letter. So really VA expands guidelines when it comes to that kind of stuff, because FHA, conventional, they aren't going to allow a lot of that kind of thing. Whereas VA will expand those guidelines and allow that kind of stuff. So it makes it really nice for our veterans and for our active duty service people, because we know as active duty, you have a lot of different things going on. You might be in Germany buying a house in Texas. You might be in Germany buying a house in Colorado. I use those two because I just had a couple guys in Germany, and they were buying a house in Texas and then one in Colorado. So we see it all the time, but there's a little bit more flexibility when it comes to qualifying.
If you're a veteran and you're in good standing, you've got decent credit, it's easy to qualify. And you have no money down. It's the best loan available on the market, and only veterans qualify for it.
Only. It's the most exclusive club there is.
Yeah, 100% loan, no mortgage insurance, easy qualifications.
Yeah, and relax.
And lowest rates.
And some of the best rates that are out there. Even in today's high market rate, these are still some of the best rates out there for VA loans, which is awesome. And it doesn't go to a better and more deserving group of people, in my opinion. So that's what
we all know what the sacrifice is.
Oh, for sure. You more than us.
I wasn't even in war, but just being away from your family and the loneliness, even though you're with other people that are in the military, there's still a loneliness feeling because you're not with your family and you're a young person.
And you were on a sub too, weren't you?
No, I was on a guided missile.
Missile.
I was above the ocean.
Okay. Yeah, well,
sub would be a lot tougher.
Hey, the Navy didn't want.
I'm not trying to take anything away from the
Navy didn't want to stick to 300 people in a sub with Buffum, I assure you. So they looked at it and said, no, we're going to put him up top. All right, so now we've got through the pre-qualification, we got through the eligibility, we got through all the rickety stuff that you got to do to get to the fun part, which is finding a house. Isn't that the most fun of it? It's kind of like car shopping. What's the most fun of car shopping? The shopping for the car, not the end product of doing the finance and all that.
Unfortunately, a lot of people will find the house first, then come to us. That just seems to be the natural order of things because that's the want.
Yeah,
mortgages,
exactly.
And no one really wants that. So it's the need.
It's the need. And usually, how many times do you get this call? Hey, I just found a house. I really need a pre-qual. Well, you haven't even done an application yet. Yeah, I know. I'll do it right now. Can you give me a pre-qual in the next 2 hours?
I mean, that's not ideal, just so you know. Ideally, you call the lender first, get a pre-qualified, go look at houses you can afford, find the house of your dream within your budget, and then you're ready to go. But most people do it the opposite.
Yeah, and we know it's not
human nature.
Well, yeah, and it's more fun to do that.
Yeah.
And we know it's not we know it's not a perfect
It's exciting.
world.
It's emotional. I
For sure. But we know it's not a perfect world, which is why, I mean, for as long as I've been in this business, I've been on call 24/7.
Right.
I mean, that's just how it works. I mean, you doing a loan over in Hawaii, we're 5-hour time difference. Believe me, I've answered many a call at midnight on a Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So we know it's not a perfect world. We know we're not going to get everything done in the very beginning up front. And you're going to find that house and you're going to need that pre-qualification quick because time is of the essence when it comes to an offer. And that's what we're here for at National VA at Stride Bank. You can contact us at 855-956-4040 for that. But I want to add a little step to this because a lot of people don't have a real estate agent. You know, I mean, how many people do you talk to? They don't have a real estate agent. And whether you're in Missouri, whether you're in North Carolina, you're in Arkansas or California or Florida, we have networks of real estate agents that are not only ones that we work with on a personal level every day, but also real estate agents that are veteran real estate agents that work with veterans all over the country, and they have a giant network. And we're always happy to work with them and help you get in touch with them to work with them as well. They have some incentives, too, that are really cool.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they may be interested in a house, but they may talk to a listing agent. Well, the listing agent's representing the seller.
Yeah.
And, you know, just like you don't want your soon-to-be ex-wife's lawyer representing you, you don't want the selling agent representing you as the buyer. So
Correct.
just always remember that. Ideally, the selling agent always wants to represent both sides, but they're really only working for the seller.
Correct.
Always remember that.
And that is, I mean, we can't reiterate that enough. That's so important. You want someone working for you. If you're going to have an agent, and most people do, they go in with an agent. If you're going to do that, then you want an agent that represents you, not the seller. So, and it's going to work to get the best deal for you. After you find the house, after you sign the contract and you get through all that fun, then comes the work. And the beauty of it is it's not a lot of work on your side. We have a great mortgage team here between our loan officers, our loan officer assistants, and our fantastic processing crew. And when I say great mortgage team, we've worked with these people for 15 plus years. These are people, we've all been tightly wound together for a very long time and doing this together. So we know how to maneuver through every different loan type. It's hard to get surprised anymore. Although it happens still.
Oh, no, it still happens.
It still happens.
After 27 years, there's still things you're like, really?
Yeah, it's like, how is that? But that's the point of working with a great team. So once we get the contract signed, then we're going to bring everything in-house to our great team. We're going to, not only our processing team, but also our underwriting team. They are fantastic. They are fast. They like to work through deals, and they like to make deals happen, and which is just so important when you're a loan officer and you're working with your customer base. You want to make sure that you're working with a group of people that want to make loans happen. Mm-hmm. For all the way from your processing department all the way to your underwriting department. At a National VA Loans and Stride Bank, we are blessed in having that. It's something you can't ask for. So
100%.
That's where our processing staff will be reaching out to you to collect any additional supporting documents. And that's also when we're going to order the appraisal and the inspection. Now, inspections aren't required on VA loans. Did you know that?
I did not.
So inspections, a home inspection is not required. Do we suggest it?
Well, there is an inspection. It's called a VA appraisal.
VA appraisal,
which
yes.
They're going to go through your house thoroughly, and there's going to be stipulations sometimes if it's an older home, things that need to be corrected before it can close. So I would consider that an inspection.
And I would too. And don't get me wrong, if you choose to only do the VA appraisal, yes, they are going to go through it pretty closely. But as a potential first-time home buyer or as a new home buyer, you want to probably look at a full home inspection. They're going to range anywhere from that $500 to $650 range, pretty typical. And I know you're thinking, well, gosh, dang it, everything costs me so much damn money. They appraisal, this and that. And I completely understand. But that home inspection, they're going to go through your pipes. They're going to go through your electrical. They're going to go
sewer
through
line.
They're going to go through every little thing on there to make sure that you're getting the house that you deserve. And so we would recommend them always. If you choose not to, I completely understand. We are going to do a very thorough, well, we aren't. The VA appraiser is going to do a very thorough VA.
Very thorough.
They're going to be looking for safety issues, number one.
Right.
No handrail on a staircase, or chipping and peeling paint, electrical issues, things like that. That's what they're going to look for.
An upfront inspection can save you some time, though, because the
can.
VA appraisal is going to be a little further down the road when we actually receive it back from the VA. So the upfront inspection actually could save you time on that property if you find that there's an inspection report that's just got all kinds of issues and things that are prohibitive, you get away from that house within the first 10 days. That way you're not working on it 20, 30 days before you find out that there's all these problems.
Which in turn you've put a lot more money into.
Right.
So that $500 or $600 inspection that you pay for up front may save you thousands of dollars down the road. And that's really the kind of the point that we want to make, is while it is 100% your choice, it's always a good suggestion to have that, because it could solve a lot of problems going. And it may point out an issue that the seller is willing to remedy before close, and that saves you thousands of dollars. So a home inspection, and no, we don't have any home inspectors we work with. We just say that it's a good security blanket for you. And then after that, what do we do? After we go through underwriting and all that and the appraisals, then it's
Closing.
baby. That's what we look for. Closing. That's the best day there is. Closing day to me, after 22 years of doing this, I still get excited for closings. I mean, don't you?
I mean, it's not over for you.
No.
You still have to move.
Yeah, we don't offer moving services.
But
we used to 20 years ago when we were a lot younger. We'd help you move.
But it is nice when they hand you the keys and, hey, this is your home, and this is your yard, or or this is your condo, or wherever.
Yeah, whatever it may be.
But this is yours.
You know,
there's something precious, as a person when you get your house for the first time.
I mean, and we've all had those customers where they're first-time home buyers. Mm-hmm. And like we just had a set of customers over in Warrensburg, Missouri. They just got stationed at Whiteman Air Force Base. And first-time home buyers, younger kids, they were probably in their early to mid-20s. And when I told them we were clear to close, I mean, the wife started crying on the phone. She was so happy. And I'm just like,
it's a great investment. And especially to do it that young in life, to where you're accumulating wealth. Because home equity has been the best investment over the last 5 years of any investment.
Yeah, and that's what bonds paying at 6% right now. So it's a great investment, but it just makes you happy. It feels good. It feels good for us. So just so you know, while we know as being new homeowners, it's a pretty exciting experience for you. You guys are excited. We are too. We get excited still to this day after doing thousands upon thousands upon thousands of loans. We still get excited whenever a new homeowner, especially a veteran or an active duty service member, decides to buy a home and we get to close on it. It's a pretty cool day. It's really exciting. We try not to exploit it. I know there's a lot of companies out there, send us pictures and all that, and I appreciate that.
We got a lot of swag we give away, too.
Yeah, we do that.
A lot of Stride Bank stuff.
Yeah, for sure. But we just want you to bask in that enjoyment. That closing day, we never want it to be stressful. We always try to get things done well in advance of closing. Mm-hmm. So that closing day, you can go in with a smile on your face, hopefully get a check back for your earnest deposit because we worked the deal right, and you get the keys to your new house.
Oh, what a great feeling.
It's just a great feeling. Just a great feeling. To get qualified, to get pre-qualified, and you want to check us out, it's at 855-956-4040. That's the best way to contact us. Any of our VA specialists will be able to help get you pre-qualified for your new home purchase or refinance at any time. And then if you are a little bit more proactive like us and you would like to just get things done, check out nationalapplynow.com. Fill out the simple mortgage application. Again, it's secure. It'll go right to your smartphone, and all of your information will be put right in there on a secure server, so you don't have to worry about anything going anywhere. It's right to our Stride Home app. It's really easy. It's really convenient, and it's a really great way to communicate. So, Josh, anything else? I think we hit on everything, right?
Well, I just want to remind everybody that we are collecting clients, not fees here at Stride Bank.
That's right. You're absolutely right. That's it. We're building a family, and I know it's cheesy and corny and all that, but man, I tell you what, if you guys could see my contact list on my phone, I have thousands of contacts in there, and most of them are customers and clients, and
they're friends.
And they're friends, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
people you care about.
Yeah, people that I did a loan for 2 years ago will still text back and forth just to say hi or whatever, and I love that. I freaking love that. Yes. I really do. It makes this job. It makes what we do more worth it, and the fact that we get to do it with veterans and with active duty service people, it's a win.
It gives meaning to this job.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, their job that doesn't have meaning for them. For us, it does. Helping the client, actually being a part of their lives, helping them achieve their goals. That's just satisfying.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best. And look, we couldn't do it without you. In fact, None of this is possible without the great, amazing veterans and people, and men and women that work their ass off and do everything they can to protect our country. We cannot thank you enough. From National VA, from Stride Bank, we appreciate all you do. We thank you for your service. Until next time, folks, check us out at nationalapplynow.com to fill out an application. National VA Loans, just check out the website and learn more about loan programs. And to keep up to date with the most current information for VA home loans, check us out at youtube.com/National VA Loans. Click that like button, click that share button, get it all around. If you have questions, 855-956-4040. Till next time, thank you for your service, thank you for all you do, and God bless.